Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia and welcome to start of a new weekly reading vlog. Yes, it's a weekly reading vlog. Yes, it starts on Wednesday. Consistency, they say. Hello my friends, how's it going? I turned my bangs yesterday, that's why they're shorter. I just want to address the obvious. I do kind of feel like Coconut Head or like Lord Farquaad sometimes. I don't know, they were way too long. Anyways, let's talk about what I'm reading this week. I'm in the middle of like one thing right now. I'm currently reading Call Us What We Carry by Amanda Gorman. This is her collection of poetry. Girl is killing it. She's like 3 years older than me. I'm like, killer. Love it. Anyway, so this is a poetry collection. I started this on audio because she reads the audiobook, or she narrates the audiobook. Yeah, I generally listen to audiobooks pretty fast, like 3.5 speed, but when I'm listening to kind of like a book read by the author or something like that, I do slow it down to 2 speed. So it is like hitting somehow. Like I do really enjoy poetry sometimes. I don't know, I think it's so powerful hearing her read it. And did I cry? Yeah. So I'm like 25% through that. Yeah, I have to look at the rest of my TBR. I was kind of like in a bit of a rut yesterday when I was trying to figure out what to read next, because I have a lot of like contemporary romance, because I was like, it's the month of love, like let's read a bunch of contemporary, and I love that. However, it's not that it gets boring. It gets, I don't want to like hate it, you know? I don't want to like get so tired of it. So I need to read something. I also have like videos I want to do, but I don't know when we're doing them. I notice when I'm like watching back my videos, if my bangs are in like a weird place, I like get mad. That's what I need to read. That is what I need to, okay. I'm going to be reading Anne of the Island. So I'm going to be reading both of these because this was from last month. This is from this month. I know it's a read along. I know I'm messing it up. What else is reading? So it doesn't. Anyway, we're reading Anne of the Island and Woody Poplars. Those poplars do seem windy. And I have the audiobook for this, so I'm gonna read and listen to it. Oh, this is gonna be such a good time. I really should have been vlogging a week, or like vlogging more, because I have been making the best dinners. I might make a big old salad today. That is what I'm going to do. I need my annotation stuff. This is my annotation pouch. I have one of my bookmarks. It says the book was better in this like kind of, I was gonna say snotty, but it's like sassy face. I'm not gonna focus because it's too much work, but I'll use that. I also have my Strange the Dreamer bookmark. These are all available on my website or Etsy if you're international. Anyway, these are the tabs that I'm going to be using. If you want a full video on how I annotate things, let me know. If you want like a quick how-to guide. Essentially each color represents a different thing. Obviously pink is some sort of like thing that I love, or maybe like something related to romance in the plot, or like anything with like love or like, you know, those sorts of emotions. Orange is like quotes that I really enjoy. Yellow are like funny moments or like laugh out loud moments. Green are things that I don't enjoy, or like things that are, you know, disgusting or bad to the plot or like whatever. And then blue is like sad moments or you know, things that make me sad. And then this like, I'm trying to think my Roy G. Biv indigo? Is it indigo? I don't know. This I do for like plot development or things that are like foreshadowing or like important to the plot. And then purple I do things that are like related to me that I can relate to. Relatable. As you can see, I do run out of the pink though, especially with these books. But yeah, I got these ones specifically for these books because I usually use just the post-it ones. It doesn't really matter. I will let you know how it goes. I will check in and will be including some spoilers, so please be forewarned about these books. Not about any other books, just about these ones, because that is kind of like my goal, is that this was a kind of book club, and then I fucked it up. So you know what, or maybe you did. Maybe it's your fault. I'm totally kidding. Okay, I'm going to read some of Anne of the Island. I cannot wait to get into this. This is exactly what I need right now, so let's do it. Do this so you don't see my kind of messy room. Hello my friends, I've had kind of a weird day. I've done like everything but film, so here we are. I was having kind of a weird day. I didn't feel so well for some of it, and I just wanted to take it easy. So I did like a little bit of everything. I did read some of this book. It's Friday, by the way. Hi. I am now on page 125, so a little less than halfway. I think it's almost exactly 300 pages of this book. I made myself like one of those like ginger shots, you know, for like boosting your immune system, and like I feel it. I also have tea. So yeah, I am enjoying this. I'm like, I don't know, I'm getting kind of sad about it, like almost like nostalgic a little bit while reading this, because I'm like, oh, I miss like these things. But I really like the new additions of characters. Like one thing I'm really liking with the sequels is that obviously we're seeing less of certain characters just because of how the story is progressing, but I do like the new characters. Like I really like what's her name, Philippa. I think she's so so much fun. She's a lot like Ruby, which is really fun. And then like, I mean, in the last book, like I really liked a lot of those characters, and I like that we're seeing more of like Davy and Dora and Anne's relationship with them. And yeah, it's just like super interesting how things kind of have evolved and changed in this world. I was gonna say in Avonlea, but we've gone to the island, so it's like all a good time. I am going to read some more of this one. I did lose my copy of the audiobook because I was listening to it while I was reading. I have to just read with my eyeballs, which is very difficult, but you know, I did take like a couple naps today, so hopefully I will be able to focus. I had a project that's due tonight, but I actually like am able to have an extension. So I'm gonna try to finish it for tomorrow, and then I have another project due Sunday, and some other homework things, even though I'm on spring break, hopefully. Or, well, I am. Not hopefully, I am on spring break. Hello, my friends. It is now Saturday. Okay, so I am further into Anne of the Island. Ellen Montgomery just keeps killing characters, and I'm upset. And every time she does, I put it down. I go, how dare you? She really said like, okay, the last book wasn't sad, so I'm giving you all the sadness that you didn't have. I also stopped at like an important part, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but anyway, I'm hoping that's the same angle. My camera kind of got a little turbulent there. Okay, I did finish Call Us What We Carry by Amanda Gorman. This I ended up giving 5 out of 5 stars. I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, is it 4, is it 5? Because there were poems that like I personally just didn't love, like they weren't kind of like my thing, like the like blackout poems and stuff like that. Those like just generally aren't my favorite types of things to read. I think overall like it really didn't like really impede on my enjoyment of the overall collection as a whole, so it was so like topical and felt so like real and just it was very good. And then I decided to start another audiobook because obviously. So I started Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I'm loving this already. I'm so mad that it took me so long to read this. I think I just read so many romances that sometimes it just got put on the back burner, but I'm in love. I think Eve Brown is like probably like the most relatable of the Brown sisters to me. She doesn't really know what she's doing. She hasn't really found something that she's really passionate about. She gets this kind of ultimatum from her parents. She's losing her trust fund and has to figure out what to do with her life and have a job and have somewhere to live and all this stuff. And obviously it's a romance. So we have like a grumpy sunshine. She's just like so fun. And I really like her character. I'm having a blast reading that so far. I also baked some cookies. They're not the prettiest, but they are tasty, so not too worried about that. I'm like out of everything now, so I need to do a full restock. Like I don't have sugar. So yeah, I'm hanging out with some friends tonight, which I'm really excited about. I'm like a shut-in, so when I finish a book, I just get so excited. Like the serotonin marking on my Goodreads that I have finished it is like instant gratification. I'm like on a high right now from just finishing. Maybe it's a sugar high because I ate a cookie. No, maybe I'm just like really excited that I finished a book. I just like hate when I go a really long time without finishing a book, because especially like that book, I was just listening to it on double speed, and I don't usually listen to things that slow. I've also been trying to catch up on booktube because I legitimately I kind of had like a almost like a revelation the other day. So kind of like my philosophy when I first started making YouTube videos, and kind of like a thing that I've carried forth that I think about a lot, is like when I don't see anything in my subscription box, or I'm out of content to watch, I'm like, this is why you need to be making content, because other people are probably out of content too, and that's when you need to be making stuff. And I have lately, like, I haven't watched videos from like December or even before that, because I got so busy with like making my own videos and stuff like that. And so I'm going through like each booktuber specifically that I subscribe to, and I'm like just like starting from whatever the last video I saw from them, and then trying to catch myself fully up with them, and then I'm just gonna go down the list. And I miss it because they're making such cool content, and it's really inspiring. It makes me want to read, it makes me want to make new content. If there are any like booktubers that you guys are really loving right now, please let me know. I know I just said I have a ton of things to watch, but you know, never too much. Before I leave, I'm actually going to do some editing. I will update you on those books later when I progress further into those, but I'm in a pretty good spot with all of those, so I'm excited about that. Hello my friends, it is now Monday, so it is time to wrap up the vlog. So I did end up finishing Get a Life with Chloe Brown. I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. Like I said, I do think I liked it maybe the most out of all the books. I don't really know. Like I said, like Eve was like a very interesting character. She like just didn't really know what she wanted to do, and I think that it had a really good like balance of like a story about self-discovery and also like a romance. So I really like that, and I like how it ended with a kind of a personal feat rather than just like a relationship one, without spoiling, because like there's the classic epilogue things that happen in romance books. Anyway, I really enjoyed that one, and also like the representation, everything about that was a good time. And then I did finish Anne of the Island. Are the tabs? You cannot see them. Can you tell? Oh, you can see that better. Okay, those are the tabs. Great, 5 stars. I definitely think some things were just like annoying. a little bit annoying and unnecessary. You could say that about the entire book. Like you could be like, you really didn't need most of it. The sad parts I didn't love. I didn't love that we killed off Ruby just to have Phil, who's like very similar to Ruby. I don't know why that happened, but I do like Phil. She's like fills the same kind of she fulfills the same sort of purpose. And then everyone just got married. like a bunch of people got married. I thought it was really gonna be like they will be solidified as a couple in the beginning and like throughout the story, but it really took a long time. They being Anne and Gilbert, obviously. But it really, Lucy Maud really made us wait to the last page. So anyway, overall, good times, good vibes. I still have to read the other one that I saw. Cool beans. Also, like, Diana had a kid really fast. Like she was married and then they were like, she has a kid. And I was like, damn, okay. Anyways, I do have to wrap up the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll stay tuned for all of my next videos. Make sure to like and subscribe to all the things. See you in my next video. Bye!